A new look for a famous city fountain that's been featured in such films as Ghostbusters and Moonstruck. Our Vivian Lee is standing by at Lincoln Center with details. Vivian.
Hi there, Roma, and you can see the Revson Fountain right over my right shoulder there. It's now back after it was taken away for 18 months for refurbishment, and it now promises spectators, passers-by, tourists, and those who live and work around Lincoln Center, of course, an inspiring eyeful. And the reason for that inspiration is the choreography behind the so-called water ballet that has now been incorporated into the design of the new Revson Fountain. It was designed by the firm Wet, which is the firm behind the spectacles that you see at the Bellagio Hotel and Casino, and closer to home at Columbus Circle. 353 nozzles here at the Lincoln Center fountain can now shoot water as high as 40 feet into the air. Now, this costs several $1 million, but the president of Lincoln Center is saying this not only preserves the past, it also paves the way for future enjoyment in the future.
This is the place of Woody Allen's Annie Hall. This is the location of Moonstruck, of Ghostbusters. There's a whole history of associations with this fountain. New Yorkers say, "Meet me at the fountain." And now they have a brand new fountain to meet at when they come to Lincoln Center.
The sound of the water kind of drowns out the city noise, and it kind of makes it a more peaceful space. So I'll definitely come here as often as I can.
You may recall that scene in Ghostbusters where Bill Murray is trying to woo Sigourney Weaver, and then he does a little dance right beside the fountain, which makes a cameo appearance there. And in The Producers, there was practically an entire scene that was choreographed around the Revson Fountain. Now there's something extra special that's been incorporated into the new design. At nighttime, the water chutes will actually be lit up by white light. And spectators who are attending performances here, if they're standing on the balcony inside one of the buildings at Lincoln Center and looking out on the fountain, they'll actually see a kind of floating disc effect, and it promises to be very enjoyable, especially during intermission, because the directors here tell me that during intermission the fountain will actually put on such a display as to signal to spectators and audiences that intermission is over. So everyone has now been told that the Revson Fountain is back, and certainly the people here at Lincoln Center are hoping that many stop by to try and take a glimpse. That's the very latest from Lincoln Center. I'm Vivian Lee. Roma, back to you.
All right, Vivian, thank you.
And now, here's a look at what's happening in your neighborhood.
It's not your usual water fountain. After many months and millions of dollars, the fountain at Lincoln Center is ready for its new close-up. Our Vivian Lee has the report.
If you were missing Lincoln Center's Revson Fountain over the last 18 months, it was being refurbished. Now get ready for a splash.
Just been watching it for 3 minutes doing all sorts of tricks.
After several $1 million worth of work, the fountain now produces a water ballet, complete with different configurations, or poses as they're being called. 353 nozzles shoot water, some as high as 40 feet. The poses are lit up at night with white light. The refurbishment promises another lifetime of starring roles for this fountain.
This is the place of Woody Allen's Annie Hall. This is the location of Moonstruck, of Ghostbusters. There's a whole history of associations with this fountain. New Yorkers say, "Meet me at the fountain." And now they have a brand new fountain to meet at when they come to Lincoln Center.
The water is choreographed, though not quite as dramatically as this scene from The Producers.
I'll do it! My God, I'll do it! He'll do it!
It all happens from this engineering room directly underground. There's a half a mile of piping that serves that fountain, rushing water to it, all of it controlled by computer.
What we've done has been very complementary to Philip Johnson's original design. We've brought 50 years of new fountain technology to the campus, and we've developed what we consider to be one of the premier fountains in the country.
The fountain will also use its poses to signal to audiences when intermission is over during a performance. Passers-by said they were impressed.
The sound of the water kind of drowns out the city noise, and it kind of makes it a more peaceful space. So I'll definitely come here as often as I can.
The folks at Lincoln Center certainly won't mind a new wave of fans. At Lincoln Center on the Upper West Side, Vivian Lee, New York 1.